Swimming clubs were little known in 1914. Five ladies met in the old Coliseum in October 1914 and decided to create the Belgrave Ladies Swimming Club. The swimming during the first year was one splash night a week at Cossington Street Baths. The charge for a swim was 3p at this time. The membership fee was 3 shillings and 6p for ladies, 1 shilling and 6p for the girls. It was only a ladies' club at the time. When war broke out in 1914, the main baths at Cossington Street were closed for air raid precautions, but the ever-faithful members continued to meet at the little pool in Bath Lane. The session continued after the war. In the early 20s, the crawl was being developed by Mrs. Rains. The club coach at that time used the Bath Lane session to form a special crawl class. There was no cafe or other facilities at the pool, but the ladies took it in turn to bring in tea, which was brewed for them by the bath attendant, who used to join in with them. In 1921, the recommendation of Mrs. Jarvis, the club joined the County Amateur Swimming Association and began to build up contact with other clubs in the Leicestershire area, notably Leicester Ladies Swimming Club. By this time, the club had built up a membership of 200 swimmers, 150 of which were juniors. In 1925, the club was beginning to accept members, provided they were accompanied by a female swimmer. This continued until 1935, when it became a mixed swimming club, as we know it today. In 1928, the club gained the services of its first professional coach, Mrs. Simpson. In 1935, we saw the 21st anniversary of the club, celebrated with a ball at the Grand Hotel in Leicester, which was attended by the Lord Mayor. When the Second World War broke out in 1939, Cossington Street and Spence Street baths were closed. They were used for air raid posts. This made it difficult to keep the club going, with most of the men in the forces. But with a lot of hard work, a weekly class was arranged at Vestry Street. Most of the children had to be escorted to and from the baths because of the blackouts. During this time, no proper galas were possible. All the trophies had been locked away. Little galas were held whenever possible, but there was no trophies to win. So the parents, friends, rallied round to give slabs of chocolate, which were bought with precious coupons. These prizes were like gold. After the war, the club started moving again and getting a number of matches out of town. As petrol was still on ration, to get swimmers to these matches, senior members who had cars saved their weekly petrol ration to provide the transport. These are just a few instances of club unity which has built up over the years and makes Belgrave Swimming Club much more than just a swimming club. Today, Belgrave Swimming Club still actively swims in various leagues around the county. We have over 260 members. We're still based at Cossington Street, but make the use of many other baths. Now we'll hear the proposal backed by the committee of the club for the way forward for 100 years and beyond. Tonight we should vote to retain Belgrave Swimming Club as our club and serve our swimmers and family for 100 years.